Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This will be board number 44 from chapter 4 of Dubious Positions and how to attack them. This would be another central cannon versus sandwich horse defense, and I would like to again to extend my gratitude to Master Xiangqi and Grandmaster Xiangqi for allowing me to use their work in this video. And again, this is one of the best books on opening theory in Xiangqi for the past few decades. So let's begin. Central cannon, pale corner cannon, foul chariot, sandwich horse defense, seventh pawn, and again red chooses to attack rapidly with r2 plus 6. This has been discussed many times before and is considered one of the more common ways of playing the central cannon. In this board, black would defend with a4 plus 5 since red was attacking rapidly. Now, another possibility is r9 plus 2, which is also considered to be a normal variation to protect the horse in preparation for r2 equals to 3. So this is considered to be normal. And in this board, black had already strengthened his central file, but red chose to attack with c8 plus 4. Now, this would be the dubious move of discussion for this board. Black had already consolidated his central file. One horse was protecting the pawn, and if need be, black could always play c6 goes to 5, and this horse would now also be protecting the pawn. So this is not considered to be a good move. Instead, it will be recommended that red could play c8 equals to 7 for the 5-7 cannons. Black would defend, attack, protect, develop the horse. Black will try to counter, threatening to capture the pawn, attack the chariot and also the elephant. And red would defend and also counter-attack with this move. This would be the resulting situation will be very complicated. There will be many possibilities, but red, generally speaking, red would have the first move initiative still in hand. So c8 equals to 7 is a better move instead of the main line whereby c8 plus 4 would be was played. And because of c8 plus 4, again red's cannon rank, or which is also called the deployment rank, 布置线, would also become weak. So black would usually continue with e3 plus 5 to further consolidate its defenses and also allow for r1 equals to 4 to happen. Once the chariot is out, it will control a very important line. Now, red would continue to play proactively with r2 equals to 3 as he fought for the initiative. Now, would it be a good idea to play c8 equals to 5 now, as this was part of his original plans? Let us see. Black would simply trade, and after trading material, black would now offer a trade of chariots, thrusting red into a dilemma. Now, if let's say red refused, black would retreat and attack, play c6 equals to 7 for his next move to attack this chariot and prepare to storm this file. Black's defenses are already up. There's still two pieces that can defend if need be, and red would not be. This would not be a favorable situation for red. So after trading material, red would not have been able to profit from the situation because his left flank was undeveloped. This horse would have trouble developing, and the central cannon cannot do much alone, whereas black would have upped his defenses. So this is not a good scenario, and that is why c8 equals to 5 is not a good idea. So r2 equals to 3, red tries to play proactively. Black protects, red develops, but now this power of the kingside chariot is now revealed. As can be seen, with this move, the red horse would have trouble developing. The chariot would also not have any good lines for further maneuvering. The cannon will also be in trouble because the chariot could attack the horse and then attack the cannon. There are many possibilities for black at this point. So danger is imminent, and red chose to play p3 plus 1. Unfortunately, he was oblivious to the precarious situation that he was already in. So, but if he did not make this move and still opted to capture the central pawn, what would happen? Black would immediately counter with c6 plus 5. Red would try to trade material. Black would gladly do so. After trading material, black would simply retreat, and he will have a very nice position going on. Although pawns may be lost, but red would have trouble developing his horses. Red's piece-kind combination is unsatisfactory because so early in the game, the cannon is considered to be a much faster piece. Usually the horse would would only attack slightly towards the mid-game or in the end-game. So this would not be an optimistic situation for red, and he would not have gained much for his efforts. So again, c8 equals to 5. We have seen now two scenarios whereby c8 equals to 5 is not a viable option, and that is why c8 plus 4 originally, this move originally was not a good idea. So p3 plus 1. Black starts to counterattack with a very powerful cannon pin, cannon threatening the horse. This is not a pin. And now red will choose to protect in this manner, hoping to play a4 plus 5 to dislodge the black cannon later on. But this very clever intermediate move, although it would seem that black would have lost tempo with this move, but it was very clever because now it would have completely weakened red's defense. Once the chariot was here, you can see the horse cannot move. If it moved here, the chariot would capture. If it moved here, the cannon would capture it. And red would have to use up another move to free himself from this pin. So black would have actually gained some tempo with this very clever intermediate move, which is also the title of the board. So what would happen if black decided to play r4 plus 7 instead to force his way to gain material? Red would not. Red would be prepared to sacrifice material. After sacrificing material, his horse would now be out, and black would actually have trouble because he would need to use up 1 to 2 moves to try to get his cannon to a more favorable position. So red can be optimistic of this situation even though he had sacrificed material. Red could also be prepared to play c5 equals to 3 to gain material, etc. And there are many other options, h2 plus 4, etc. etc. So black playing r4 plus 7 is not a good idea. Instead, making this intermediate move will be better. So red captures. Black can attacks. So red would have used up 2 moves to push the pawn across the river, only to be captured by the cannon. This would be a waste of 2 moves by the red pawn, and the cannon will still be attacking the elephant. Now everything is clear, as can be seen from the position. After black's left cannon, this cannon was unleashed. Black would have a superior position at this point in time. And if we were to retract a few moves backwards, we will see how the maneuvering of black's pieces was very brilliant, because by pinning and then retreating, black would now have managed to orchestrate a powerful counter-attack. This was a very clever move indeed. So check. Now the reason for making this move was if he did not, red would play c7 equals to 1 and the red chariot will be captured. So this is another very brilliant use of the cannon move. Okay. And at this point in time, it is very obvious that black has the advantage, having captured an elephant and managing to orchestrate some attack on this flank, which red would have trouble protecting. And again, the horse is ready to go. The cannon cannot move. The chariot cannot try to pin the horse, otherwise the cannon will capture it. There's also c7 equals to 9, etc. And there are many options for black to continue. So this would bring us to the end of this board. So again, let us take a look at this board from the eyes of black. Okay, going back. Central cannon. 7th pawn. 7 shows defense, and red chooses to attack rapidly, which is okay. This is one of the old school methods of attacking. Black consolidates his defenses with a4 plus 5, which is also considered to be viable. R9 plus 2 is another viable option. And dubious move. C8 plus 4 would not do any good because, as demonstrated in the board earlier, capturing the central pawn, which would be the intentions of this move, would not give red any gains. Black continues to consolidate his defense, threatening the horse, because if capturing the central pawn will lead to this situation whereby red's underdevelopment of his other major pieces is significant, and black will be able to gain quite a huge advantage. And 9 plus 2. Black commands a very important file. This is a very important concept in positional warfare. And red was oblivious of the potential threats he was in. So black starts with c6 equals to 5 to threaten the horse, which cannot move here or here, otherwise it will be captured. If it retreated, red's formation would become even more congested and terrible. So retreating is not a good idea, otherwise red would have sustained an immediate loss of tempo. So red tries to protect, and it was at this point black will retreat and start his attack from another direction, hopefully from this file. 3 plus 1 and c7 equals to 3 to threaten the elephant, and also c7 equals to 1 to threaten the chariot, which is the key threat in this move. And of course red would be forced to place p9 plus 1, and red would now have managed to capture an elephant and also mount an attack on this flank. So red would have a significant advantage, and black would have a significant advantage, and red would be thrust in a predicament. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up for this for my channel. Thank you, and this video.